Hello friends, welcome back to the channel. Today we are not in the vegetable garden, we are in our outside building where we store straw, wood, loads of things, as you can probably see behind me, because today I received a package from one of my favorite websites to buy plants from, and we are going to open it together and then I'll show you where I plant them. So you're actually standing on bale straw. I have my sweet tea with me because it's really hot. And so I need to get those plants out of the box. First thing I got are hydrangeas. Oh. They're so beautiful. So those are oak leaf hydrangeas and I really like them. I really like normal hydrangeas as well, but the oak leaves one, oh, they're so pretty. That's a pretty big guy, and those were quite affordable. It's snowflake, and it's so oak leaf hydrangea, and the stat on this is 1 liter 50 height at maturity. So I'm going to do a little voiceover of the unboxing part of the video because it was so windy. So first off, I got two beautiful oak leaf hydrangeas, and what I'm talking about right here is basically saying that now, because I've learned it the hard way, when I see something that I am anticipating to use into a more formal area, even if it's going to be a little more expensive firsthand, I try to buy like a pair, because usually in formal areas you have at least 2 or 4 or 6 of something. So I got 2 of those snowflakes hydrangeas. Then this is a lowberry, which is a native shrub that produces berries that are actually edible for human beings, but I'm planting this inside my vegetable garden and it's still not planted, this one. The hydrangeas have been planted and you will see them in another video, but this I'm going to plant inside the vegetable garden so that the birds will likely, I hope, go towards that bush instead of going towards my berries. Then I have a honeyberry, which is the plant of the controversy here. It was completely shattered and I ended up having my money back for this one. Then I have a few salvia and sage. So this sage is called icing sugar. It's a bright pink. And I have, oh, I'm taking the viburnum. So this is a viburnum. This one is a big guy. It's growing 4 meters by 3, so 13 by 9 feet. And it has beautiful gold fall color. This sage is called Dyson's Joy. And then this is sorrel, so an edible plant, a perennial plant. Then this salvia, I'm not going to pronounce. The name is in German and you will see it written on the screen later on in the video. That's it for everything that's in that package, and I'll show you where I plant them when I plant all of those. I think I might show you the hydrangeas and most of everything except for the lowberry and the viburnum, because those I haven't made actually the flower bed yet to put them in, so we'll see. friends, it's a new day and we are going to plant the beautiful load we received. Part of the beautiful load we received, because the hydrangeas still have to wait and buy, you know, the soil mix, like the acidity loving plant soil mix, so that I can mix a bit in my native soil so that the hydrangeas are a little more a bit happier. So we are going to plant mainly the sage and all other decorative stuff today. And I did receive some news from the honeyberry that were very damaged in the shipping process, and I will get my money back from that. So that's the good news, and that's why I love this website, is because they're very well, you have a good customer service. It's not sponsored, I wish it was, but it's not sponsored. I genuinely adore this company and I buy a lot of things from them. So we are in a little bit of a ornamental area near our back patio. This area, I've been developing it for the past year and a half. It's slower than the... Oh, my dog is coming. It's slower than the vegetable garden because I can justify a little less spending money on flowers, because, you know, vegetable, we eat it. Flowers are good for the soul, I agree, but you know, so it's a little longer. I try to do a lot of cuttings and do my own, so sow some perennials from seed so that you have a ton and it costs way less money. I try to do cuttings from my own plants. So for example, you know, you have a big limbs here, you cut it in like 4 little guys and then they will take off. And I also try to buy affordable plants when I can. So we are going to plant a few things, and I'm going to talk about how I do my ornamental parterre. And there's nothing like a freshly mown lawn. I leave some parts, I don't know if you can tell over there, above the dog. Don't look at the dog. Over there you can see this taller grass. I do leave some parts taller for, you know, native pollinator species that needs the native flowers, and also I don't know, it brings some interest to the yard. And also it's great because we love playing bucket golf with my partner and it makes for difficult areas. Let's film the star of this channel. Look at her. Trompette? Qu'est-ce que tu chasses? She's probably hunting like a grasshopper or something. Okay, back to work. So we'll start in this walkway area that goes to the front of the house, and we have this huge Virginia... No, it's not a Virginia creeper. It's, you know, the grapeless vines. I don't know what it's called. I don't remember. Anyway, we have this huge guy on the wall, and we have a wisteria, which is a little annoying. If you plan to put those in your yard and in some trellising system or against your house, be mindful that you will have to cut those and trim them and be on top of them. And when we moved in, I'm actually going to show you, I'm inside a plum tree. Ouch. Oh, okay. We can't see with the plum tree that I just, okay, destroyed my face on, that guy. So when we moved in, the wisteria was all the way up there. It went under the roof. We like it, I'm keeping it, but mainly because it would be too hard to take it out. I say I like it, but I don't really have a choice, so I guess, yeah, that's settled. But anyway, so I'm trying to make a walkway with 2 flower beds framing it, and so you have this, I can push my wheelbarrow here, I can walk comfortably, we can be 2 people walking, and I'm leaving the grass in the middle because, well, it's mainly moss, so there's a little bit of grass that I can weed if need be, but it's mainly moss, so that's great. And then you have, those guys aren't happy. Well, they're starting to perk up. Those are lamb's hair. And all of those are coming from one big guy that I will show you. Well, they're actually coming from my dad's old garden that I took a small cutting. It was probably that size 3 years ago, and I've been cutting from that cutting ever since. And then there's some perennial phlox, which are just about to bloom. Some irises that I divided more on the side. A beautiful Veronica, and this one is the variety that turns deep purple in the fall, so that's beautiful. And then you have a tiny bit of the creeping and sprawling wild strawberries. What's it called? I'll find the name. I'll find it. I don't remember it right now, but I'll find it. And then more irises. So the idea here is to put the big sage, the pink blooming sage right there. Look how pretty pink that is. So the soil here, as you could tell, maybe with me having a hard time digging, is that you have loads of rocks and the soil is very compacted. I'm digging a quite large hole for the size of the pot, and I'm going to add beautiful compost to this so that it's happy in its beginning and then it will take off no problem. A little bit of soil at the bottom. Want to get that firmly put around the root ball of the plant. I need more soil. I'm coming back. Now that it's planted, let's go to the other flower bed. And as I said at the beginning, I thought I would, let's put my coffee here. I thought I would explain to you how I create flower beds. And I don't do anything crazy, I just follow Charles Dowding no-dig method, which is laying cardboard and then mulch on top. I don't do much more than that. Bonjour mon cœur. Bonjour mon cœur. Tu files? Tu files? Allez. Voilà. This is annoying. Here the soil is way better, so I don't even need a shovel, I think. Yeah, I don't. And it's also a tiny plant. This one was what? Oh, it's the one in German. I'll put it on the screen. A lot of salvia have German names. I didn't know it was such a popular flower in Germany. And you'll see a lot of the plants that I'm putting in the ground are tiny. And that's because they are tiny, that they are affordable. Like with many things in life, either you save time or you save money. Rarely you can do both. This is what we are going to replace. As you can see, this is a very dead walnut tree. If you don't know, walnuts have deep tap roots, and I tried to move this one, did not like it, so I'm going to put a viburnum in its place, the one that I showed you, which is looking like that. It's a tiny guy. A tiny guy. And as I said, with the salvia, you just either have to buy a big plant and spend a lot of money, or buy a tiny guy and wait for it to grow. And viburnums, it might seem weird to put such a small guy in a very open area like this. Well, viburnums can go from like 4 to 4 to 7 to 7 meters and in height and in width. So they're quite big shrubs. They're not small shrubs at all. And so you want to have some space for him to grow. And I hope this one, I think the stat on this one is 5 by 5. We'll put on the screen how many feet that is, but it's 5 meter by 5 meter, so it's a big boy. I'm calling him tiny boy, but it's actually a big boy. So let's see how easy it is. Oh yeah, that's dead. I'm not that strong. And the soil had been amended for the walnut, so I'm not gonna add anything. Just the viburnum. And viburnums are pretty fast growing plants, so compared to other trees or other shrubs, those might be interesting to buy small, because they soon will fill it. I can't give you a variety for this beauty, but I've made a bouquet. We've cut it together. I've made a bouquet 3 days ago and it's already blooming again. And look, it's full of buds. It's very productive. I got it at a big box store for €6, something like that, and it's gorgeous. So not every rose has to be expensive. Come on, morning light on the garden. It's too pretty. It's too pretty. We're in the dahlia patch now, and I'm just gonna plant one of the sage. It's Dyson's Joy, and I think it's gonna break up the dahlia repetition. And this one is a very soft apricot, so it's gonna go well with all the tones that I have in here, because it's mainly whites, creams, or deep purples So I think apricot should be just fine with the rest of them. So this one is not edible. It's not an edible sage. And most pollinator, especially bumblebees and butterflies, really like it. And last up for this video, I'm going to put the honeyberry right there with the calendula in the middle of this gorgeous perennial row. And actually, the comfrey, oh, if I can take it, the comfrey is blooming. So it's white comfrey, which I'm very happy about. And I'm going to do so many cuttings from this and put them pretty much everywhere. Oh, this tiny lavender is almost in bloom as well. That's pretty. So we're gonna put the honeyberry right there. And same thing here, I don't think I need a shovel because the soil is pretty loose. We'll see, maybe I'll do. Oh no, see how easy that is? And here again, I'm not special by any means. It's just, it works so well. Doing it that way, gardening that way, works so well. Like, I don't even need a shovel. That is crazy. It's crazy to me. And that's why I wanted to make videos, because first off, I'm so passionate about growing food and preserving it and going back to more traditional methods of agriculture, but also it's very easy. It's very easy, it's budget friendly. Yeah, look, that is so easy. And I'm not that strong, here again, not that strong. It's a pretty deep container, so let's see how deep of a hole I can dig by hand. Oh, not happy. Don't be afraid to mess up those roots. It's gonna thank you later. And try to lay flat the roots that you've messed up, or teased, I should say, not messed up. You don't want to like break it in half, but you tease the bottom of the plant, and then you just try to lay them flat so that they go outward instead of just turning on themselves. So that's how that guy is looking. And for those of you who might worry that I'm lying to the company or whatever, I'm not. I know I'm keeping this, and they fully agreed that the quality of the plant that I received was definitely below what they usually offer, and that no one would have picked up that plant at a garden center. It was very well worn out and damaged by the sun, so they know I'm keeping it, and you know, they totally agreed with my complaint. Update on the Rebecca. Just a few days. And on the same topic of not fancy roses. This one is a very affordable, it's not a well-known like David Austin or heirloom rose. It's called Sweet Love, and I promise you it deserves its name. Not only it is the creamiest pink, but it smells. On a hot day you can smell it from the gate over there. It has the sweetest smell. So thank you friends for spending time with me. I'm going to hurry and not film the watering process because no one really cares to see that. Subscribe and comment if you enjoyed the video, and you will see me in the next one. Bye!